I'm a bus driver in Sacramento, California, and I want you to look at this picture that I created, okay? Take a look.
I'm not sure I'm interested in that.
You can see the bus, you can see a beautiful G-Wagon with a person's entire upper body sticking out of the front windshield, and they're saying, "Move now." And you can see honk, honk. They're blowing their horn at the bus that's parked at a bus stop. This picture that I threw together basically shows what happens in real life. This really happens.
He ain't lying.
And I posted this on Facebook, and Meta AI, it summarizes the picture, and it says, commenters share frustrations with impatient drivers who honk at buses stopping at designated bus stops. You can skip on down, and it says, most agree that stopping at bus stops is part of the job and drivers should be patient. So a lot of people love to be upset at bus drivers and buses and just public transportation, and you'll see what I'm talking about when we take a look at this comment right here. This person says, screw buses. They shouldn't be on the main roads. Wait, buses should not be on main roads, main streets? So they should only travel on side streets, like little neighborhood streets, that's it? No main streets, no buses on main streets.
How dare you?
Make pullouts if you want them to stop. Plenty of room to not be in the way. Well, there are pullouts at some bus stops, but there actually is not plenty of room to make a pullout at every single bus stop. I mean, maybe, but that would take a lot of re-engineering and planning and money. I mean, I guess they could do that, maybe. The problem I have sometimes with pullouts is that when we pull into the bus stop out of traffic and it's time for us to pull back into traffic, traffic doesn't want to allow us to get back into traffic. We're just stuck sometimes waiting until there's a gap large enough for us to safely get back into the flow of traffic to continue up the road. Now, I would like to see some bus-only lanes, like way more bus-only lanes just overall for public transit in like every city. That would be awesome. But yeah, to this person who's so upset, unfortunately, wherever the bus stop is at, that's where we stop, as long as it's safe to stop there. And sometimes that means the traffic behind us is gonna have to wait. So someone responded to him, ooh, got a little bit of drama, a little bit of conflict here. This guy says, counterpoint, F cars, inefficient, gas-guzzling, space-wasting hunks of scrap, often driven by people who couldn't patiently navigate even a small public turnaround.
I said what I said. I said what I said. I said what I said.
Wow. But then this person responded to the response. They're excellent devices of independence. You can go anywhere and do anything. Buses are for the poors. Oh my God. Yes, there are people that are in the low income bracket that ride the bus, but there's also a lot of high income people that ride the bus and mid income people. There's a little bit of everybody that rides the bus. So it's not just specifically for the poors. However, that is the reputation that public transit has in a lot of places. People feel like, hey, that's for poor people, that's for people that cannot afford a car, that's for people that are doing bad in life, that's for people who are losers. They even call us bus drivers losers. Like, we have a loser job, like you failed at life.
To build generational wealth as an African American woman, and we are the most educated demographic in the country, then it's hard to marry a bus driver because you're going to have to, your kids may not be in the best schools. Your kids, aren't.
Yeah, but he might be the best father.
Well, he may be the best father, but we're talking about generational wealth.
So it doesn't even matter if he's a good father?
No!
In most cases, that's actually not true. But anyway, so back to this, he says buses are for the poors. You can't go anywhere you want. That may be true. You have to go where the bus route goes. You can only go on their schedule. Okay. You can't control when you crash. Control when you crash?
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Can you control when you crash when you're driving a car? Because, I mean, if someone runs into you, did you control that? I mean, I don't know. That you can't control when you crash. I don't know about that one. You get everyone else's diseases.
That's nasty.
So whoever has a disease, if they get on the bus, everybody's gonna catch it. I mean, you can like get sick, like a cold or something, a flu, if there's some sort of contagious virus or something going around, then Yeah, it's possible, but the way he put it, like anyone that has any disease, when they get on the bus, everybody else on the bus is going to get that disease. This guy is extreme.
I like that.
You can't bring your own stuff. Actually, you can bring your own stuff. Within reason. You can't bring furniture. But in most cars, you can't bring your own furniture either. You have to like rent a moving truck.
He ain't lying.
They're a nightmare disguised as a solution. I tried one once, a bus, I'm assuming. Took 3 times as long since I had to stop 20 times to get where I was going so the poors could get to their methadone clinic.
You know what I used to eat for breakfast? Cocaine. You know what I used to eat for lunch? Cocaine.
What'd you have for dinner? Was it cocaine?
Now, we'll agree it is going to take longer on a bus in most cases because it has to stop and it's getting stuck in traffic and, yeah, I get it. You can probably get somewhere quicker driving your car depending on what city you stay in. But if you time everything right, you have good time management, and if your city has really good public transit, you actually could get to where you need to get in a pretty decent amount of time. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny. Like, people's responses are crazy. It's almost like he completely ignored what I was actually talking about.
Nobody cares.
Listen, no matter how many complaints this person has for buses, bottom line, we are supposed to stop at designated bus stops. If you have a problem with that, you honking your horn is not going to change it. You need to go to some sort of government official, contact the transit agency and just let them know, hey, buses should not run on main roads. They're probably gonna laugh at you because buses are going to mainly run on main roads. So don't you honk your horn at me when I'm stopped at a bus stop. I'm supposed to stop my bus at a bus stop. It's a bus stop and I'm driving the bus.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
A bus driver, I know the bus fare is like $2, but I don't have it, so I'm not going to pay.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to ride the bus then.
It's only a couple of dollars, then just let me ride the bus. Is it coming out of your paycheck or something? Huh? You can't afford to let me ride the bus? Is that what it is?
Okay, it's not coming out of my paycheck, and with all due respect, if it's only a couple of dollars, then just pay the couple of dollars.
Oh my goodness. That's shaming language. You're trying to shame me. I need you to call your supervisor right now. You're fired, driver. You are so fired over a couple of dollars.